is Shadows of Kilforth by Tristan Hall, except technically it's not just Shadows of Kilforth, it's also Gloom of Kilforth. So these are all the Shadows locations, the Shadows night cards, but these decks here of the rewards and the locations are both games combined. It comes with very helpful reference cards and also a load of variants, including information on how to combine the Kilforth games. When you do that, there are special counters that you draw to tell you where night card effects happen and where rewards can be found. So instead of using the locations written on the cards, you use the reference point in the grid here to show you which location the reward can be claimed at or which location the night card is affecting. So you will take one or more heroes, in my case the Yakuza, the human here, and you will set about trying to destroy the ancient that is causing the land to fall into gloom, just like Gloom of Kilforth. But this has a more sort of eastern feel to it, and that's reflected in the artwork, which I find nice and a bit refreshing compared to Gloom of Kilforth. But the artwork's very technically awesome on both games, but I do like the oriental flavour in this one. You will have a saga which you have to go through in order to power up your character, really, and so that's how you gain skills, by accomplishing these various chapters until you come to the end, and you are able to take on board a special addition to your hero to give them the power that they need to hopefully destroy the ancient. I've only just started out in this particular adventure, and my first encounter I was trying to get to the Badlands because I've got to find the Badlands keyword, and I met this guy. I thought he'll do. So I had to use my skill here, my book skill, to try and overcome his 2, so I had to get 2 successes. And I managed to get 1, but I spent a fate token in order to get the second success I needed. The stats are fight, study, sneak, and influence, and those are the things you use to try and achieve your skill tests. When you manage to beat a skill test, you take this and get your money value, or you can trade it in to get a card from the reward deck. In this case it would be a spell, so you would get this spell and it would have a location here, and in order to take this rumour as it is and make it into an asset, you would have to go to the frozen portal and use an action to claim this as an asset and be able to use it. But I want this guy as a rumour because I need his Badlands keyword, so I'm not too bothered about his spell, so I'm not going to go for that. I just get the money from achieving his skill test that I had to do. Now if you come across an enemy, or you've met a stranger and you accidentally start a fight with them, things get a bit nasty. So this character here has 6 fight value, 2 evade. If I was hiding, I could try and evade him, and he has 5 hit points. If I was fighting him here, my fight is currently 3, so realistically I would not choose to fight this monster, but fights are automatic when you meet an enemy, so I would roll my dice, see how many successes I got. In this case, none at all. Looking for 5s and 6s, so the dragon would strike back, and he doesn't get any successes either. So I would, if I went to the next round, I get 2 successes, so I do him 2 damage, and he rolls and gets 3 successes, and he does me 3 damage. You can also hide and try and avoid monsters, and you can also try to escape if you're fight that you're having is not going your way. If I manage to defeat the dragon, I could either gain gold equal to its gold value, or draw one random loot token from the loot bag. Then I could either place the defeated encounter card in my hand as a rumour, or discard the card and draw a card from the reward deck corresponding to the encounter's reward type. In that case it would be a spell. And all the while the ancients are also planting plots across the land, so for the Scion of Sorrow in my particular case, when a Badlands location falls into Gloom during the night phase, it gets a random plot card on top of it. So that's not so good. So I managed to complete my saga, and then I go to where the Ancient is, its location, and I try to defeat it. And if I do, well, we win. There's an awful lot of replayability, especially now I've got both games, which all fit together in the same box, weirdly. It can be frustrating when the dice just hate you and won't cooperate, but yeah, it's a pretty awesome random fun adventure. But if you were going to choose just one of them to get, there really isn't that much difference, to be honest. There's a little faction element in here where you can choose sides, and depending on whose side you're on, the night card will affect you in a slightly different way. This one has artwork which is of a slightly more Eastern feel, some of it anyway, and that's pretty much it. You know, they're both pretty much the same, but just with different flavours. This is just more of this, so if you like that, you'll like this.